gang, welcome back to our channel. So guys, today I was asked to discuss a topic that a lot of us, myself included, has dealt with in the past, and it is if you are on a ketogenic diet and you lost a load of weight at the beginning and now you're kind of like stalled at a plateau, what to do to get back on track. So I got my coffee here, y'all. We finna just sip and drink and talk. So a lot of the times when you first start keto, you might drop like 15-20 pounds within like the first month. You're lit, you're excited, everything is going your way, and then all of a sudden you stall, you stop losing weight, and you're trying to understand why. So I'm gonna just give you, I think, about 3 tips that I have used once I experienced that to kind of get me back on track. So when you're on a ketogenic diet, it's basically, we all know, when you limit your carb intake to 20 grams. Some people say 50. I try to stay from 20 to 25, at the most 35 grams of carbs a day, but I try not to even push it, y'all. I try not to even push it. So I stay between 20 grams a day. And if you want to know more about keto, I have videos on my channel talking about keto and things of that nature, but this video is for the people that already know what ketosis is and they want to know how to break that stall. So let's just jump right into it. So the very first thing that I'm going to say that may have something to do with your stall or no weight loss is how much you're eating. So the number one thing I would recommend you guys do is intermittent fasting. So myself, I don't physically eat my meal number 1 until about 1 o'clock. I'll have my Starbucks or my bulletproof coffee or whatever the case may be, and then I'll physically start eating at around 12 or 1. That's my first meal, because a lot of times, even though you're eating ketogenic foods, we may be eating too many of them. So that may be a reason why you're not losing weight anymore, is because you're eating too frequently. So what we're really supposed to be doing is eating 3 meals a day and like a couple snacks. However, me personally, I only eat when I'm truly hungry. So that's just how I do it. But I would recommend trying intermittent fasting. So if you weren't doing that before, go ahead and try it, because that could have something to do with why you're not losing anymore. Sometimes, you know, if you have a desk job or whatever you do, you know, you may have a snack on your desk, and just out of boredom or out of repetition, you go ahead and have that snack. So let's just try to do intermittent fasting, number 1. And there are so many different ways to intermittent fast, 16-8, and just all these different ways to do intermittent fasting. So research intermittent fasting and try that out, and that will limit you from eating when you're not even hungry. Like I said, a lot of times I used to eat out of boredom. So yeah, number 1 tip is intermittent fasting. Definitely try that out. Another thing that could be the issue, and a lot of people that have done keto have said the same thing, is calorie intake. So I know when you first start keto, you're not really focused on the calories of what you're eating. You're looking at the carbs. And y'all, this actually happened to my grandma. She was so focused on eating things with the little carbs, she was eating a whole heap load of calories and wasn't losing weight. So just because it may have a couple carbs, always check the calories and the serving size, so that way you know, okay, this is too many calories, or this is okay, or this is not, because we want to be in a calorie deficit. So we want to make sure that the calories we're eating is okay. You can't eat something with 1,000 calories, even though it may have only 5 carbs, and these are just numbers I'm pulling out the air. It may only have 5 carbs, but if it has 1,000 calories, that's way too many, you know, per serving size. And these are just numbers in my imagination. So that's number 2, calorie intake. Double check your calories and make sure you are not going over your calories. Be mindful, be very, very mindful of what that could do, because like I said, my grandmother, I've seen it happen. She was eating way too many calories, drinking things with a lot of calories and things of that nature, and she wasn't dropping any weight, and she couldn't figure it out until, about a month later, she figured out that, you can't just eat a whole bunch of calories just because it doesn't have carbs. So just watch what you guys are eating. Go back, read the serving size, read the packages, read the labels, and just see how many calories these things that we're eating has in it, because y'all know them labels, they deceiving, honey. They deceiving. So yeah, that's number 2, your calorie intake. See what type of calories you guys are taking in. Another thing that you may want to be mindful of is an app. So maybe you want to download an app so that you can keep track of your carbs and calories. And this is kind of like a strict keto thing. And I will be releasing a video about, or it might be out already. I'm not sure when this video is going to come out. But I will be talking about strict keto versus lazy keto. And, you may be doing lazy keto right now, but you may be a strict keto girl. So I would recommend, if you have not lost any weight and you're in a stall and you don't use the app, go ahead and download a carb tracker. They have a lot of keto apps in the App Store and in the Google Play Store. Just jump in there and you guys search keto carb trackers, and a whole heap of them is going to pop up. I recommend you guys going ahead and downloading one of those and testing it out. That way you can kind of keep track of the carbs you're eating and what you're doing. I think sometimes when we start keto, we're so focused on the carbs and what I can eat and what I cannot eat, and I can't eat that much fruit, and I can't do this and I can't do that, that we kind of lose sight of actually what we're eating. So that's another tip. Go ahead and download an app that can help aid you in keeping track of what you're doing. Another thing that I would suggest is exercise. So another thing that a lot of people do is they can start keto and they can just drop a whole lot of weight without exercising. So I would encourage, if you have dropped a lot of weight and haven't been exercising, I would encourage, go ahead and start exercising. It could be a 30-minute light workout. It could be walking your dog 3 times a day. Just try to get some more activity in your day, because that can also help your weight loss. And my mom actually told me that working out can actually push you into ketosis further. So that's another thing that you may want to do, incorporate working out into your daily or even weekly schedule, because I know, people have jobs, kids, lives, so working out, kind of gets put on the back burner. But for our health and to remain healthy and to remain in our children's lives, well, your children's lives, because I don't have any, you may want to work out, or you may want to go outside and play with them, play ball, basketball. Just try to incorporate a form of exercise. And I'm not saying go to the gym, because lately I have been doing at-home dance workouts. And if you follow me on Instagram, shameless plug, you will see I post my home dance workouts all the time. So I'll leave my Instagram on the screen so you guys can check those out. Make sure you guys follow me, because I post all the time. I post all the freaking time as it relates to that topic. So yeah, those are the things that I would recommend trying out. Let me know in the comments below, what specific stalls are you guys experiencing? My last tip is to stay off the scale. So I have a bad habit of this. I literally jump on the scale almost every single day, which is really bad. Lately, I've been trying to get on the scale once a week, but jump off the scale, because a lot of times when we get on keto, our weight fluctuates and everything. So it's like, don't get on the scale all day, every day. Got to keep checking, because that can put you not only in a negative mindset, but like I said, weight fluctuates. So try to get on the scale maybe once a week or every 3 days or something like that. If you get on the scale every day, maybe go every 3 days and then eventually once a week, because your weight is not going to fluctuate that much day by day. and that can be disheartening, and that can be negative, and it can just put negative thoughts into your mind. So I would say stay off the scale and kind of just let your weight do its thing. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as eating good, staying under 25 grams of carbs a day, working out, drinking more water. I'm just getting tips after tips. Drinking more water is another freaking tip, y'all. I increased my water intake tremendously, and I feel like that also did aid with weight loss. So if you're not drinking a lot of water, definitely up your water intake. I'm not saying go drink a gallon of water a day, because honey, I can't do it. But drink more water than you have been. That's definitely a good tip. And I think that's all my tips. So to run back through the tips, the first thing was to do intermittent fasting. That's number one. The second thing would be to check your calorie intake. The third thing would be to download an app that can help aid you with keeping track of all your carbs and calories. The fourth thing would be what I said, y'all. Don't get on the scale as much as you used to. And the fifth thing would be water intake. Y'all, take those 5 tools and try to incorporate them into your lifestyle for a week, and then come back and let me know down below, did they help? If you guys have any more specific questions on how to do things on keto, leave them down below. I will be happy to address them for you. I love these little quick sit down chats. I hope it helped you. Yeah, so if you made it all the way to the end of the video, go ahead and leave that 100 sign, because I already know y'all 100 Danny gang period. So go ahead and leave that 100 sign down below and let me know you made it to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Reported live from the internet, signing out. Back to you, world. Deuces. Hey guys, so I wanted to come back really quickly and end the video. So far I had one of the whoopie pies. Y'all, that is my favorite thing that I have ate thus far. It was so good, and